Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Object 277, a Tier 10 Soviet heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Serene Coast and it's under the command of Captain Ashstorm. Yes, we've got him in action again, this time in 2019, in April of 2019. And he's in the Tier 10 heavy tank with a 13cm gun. Okay, well, battle started. Now, this 13cm gun will do 490 alpha. And it'll penetrate up to 265mm with standard ammo and 340 with the heat rounds. He's loaded up on plenty of heat, but more on the AP because it does actually penetrate almost as good as the heat. And well, he doesn't know who he's going to come across first. Now the 277 is a bit longer than the T10 from which it derives. You can see that V-shaped barrier on the front of the front plate, but it's actually a very decent tank and a lot of people like it. The only problem is it's prone to being ammo racked. It's got very good armor, very good shape as well, which helps to deflect shells from the front, and he spotted an enemy tank straight away, a Wizzy 1201 GFT Chinese tank destroyer off to his left. He's just waiting for the enemy to turn up now so he can fire at them. Oh, first one's turned up. It's a Patriot T26E5, considered to be one of the best value heavy tanks in the game because it has a 90mm gun, but the shells are incredibly cheap, and it's also very, very well armoured. Oh, that's a Jaegeru. Yep, Jagdpanzer E100 with a 17cm gun. Yes, his gun kind of outmatches ours, but of course he does have a longer reload. And a nice hit into the 257. He did hit our tracks, and Captain Ashstorm's decided to pull back from his prominent position and try and engage at low level. Well, since the enemy's not pushing forward to him, he decided to push round on them. Ouch! That was the T-54. Off in the distance. I think he's over the water on the land side. The Jaegeru's pulling back. Now the enemy team does have an Arty, so does our team, and that's one of the reasons why he's got through that pass quickly. Mainly because if he stays in the pass, he will become fodder for the Arty, and he doesn't want that to happen. Okay, almost using the bush mechanic there. Oh, the Wizzy 120 came too far forward. And he's out the game. Yes, he made a bit of a boo-boo there. And yes, Arty making his presence known. He bounced around from the T-54, who I'm certain of is somewhere off in the distance in the bushes on the mainland. And he's now got a tortoise. He goes for the flat pace at the front, but he doesn't get it through. The weak spot's what you go for. That machine gun port on the left-hand side at the top. That's a little more difficult to penetrate there, but he does put a heat round through it. It's much easier to penetrate that machine gun port. The Jaegeru trying to get a shot in, cannot on this occasion. He's now having to shoot around the Wizzy 120 wreck. No, he's come up onto a different spot, and I think the curvature there on the ridgeline, it's making it incredibly difficult to get it in. And the Patriot also was having difficulty with his 90mm gun. Now I understand why Captain Ashstorm was going for that front plate. He couldn't get the other one because it was actually behind the land and obstructed. Yeah, he lost his rangefinder, but he puts one into the Patriot and finishes him off. And the Tortoise managed to get him with one as well. Okay, which one does he go for first? I think it's going to be a Tortoise again. Didn't get that one in. Probably the wrong angle, but he bounced around from the T-54 again. The Jaegeru's come up, and if he gets the right angle, no, that's the wrong angle. But the Patriot, the Jaegeru is being hit by Arty. He's stunned at the moment. And I think Captain Ashstorm realises he might be able to get both the Jaegeru and the Tortoise by going to a different angle. Now, he's not the only one on this area. The T-28 also came up. Now, he's going for the machine gun port now. And yes, it works first time. He did take a 90 hit point hit from the tortoise. And if the T28 keeps the Jaegeru occupied, then he might be able to get around into him. Or are they both going to go from the same spot? Ooh, yes, he gets that one in nicely. That heat is doing the job it's meant for. And now we've got the T54. He could lose the standard ammo. The T28's going balls deep, you might say. It's a funny phrase, isn't it? Yes, but he means it. Easy pen on the T54 on the side. T28's bullying him. If he tries to turn away, the T28 gets him. And he does. One more shot. End of game for the T50. Oh, he fluffed it. He wasn't turning the turret fast enough. He was in manual mode. And so he didn't get that one in. But there's the kill. T28 takes him. I think we can all forgive that because everyone makes that mistake. They fire too late and the shell goes directly behind the target. It was meant to hit him in the side, but instead it missed. We're all trying to get the engine to set a fire if we can, or even to muck up the engine so that they slow down. There's only 4 enemies remaining now, and one of them is nearby. It's the Object 257 and the E75 is just around that corner. Now he could go through that gap, but he's going to try and engage him over this ridge line here. If he goes low, there's the 257. There's the Arty. Ouch. Well, that was a standard round. He's out the game. Who's next? E75, I think. Oh, no. Is he AFK? No, he isn't AFK. Or is he? No, he might be AFK. He's not moving. Oh, no, his turret's moving. He is engaged. This is going to be a kill shot. Yeah, no problem there. But we were tracked by the shot by the 257. We're now being tracked by a Striv 1030. But he's fixed that, and now we're moving towards them. Ouch, that hurts. We're down to 74 hit points now. He needs to be cautious about this, otherwise he's going to end up fried. The Striv's just behind that rock. There's Rex to his left, to his right rather. Yes! And that's the last shot of the game. Nicely done. 74 hit points left at the end of that game. 4,400 hit points of damage showing. Let's have a look and see how much he actually managed to get. Well, it's a first ace tanker for Captain Ash Storm in the Object 277. This was his first one. You only get the scrolls underneath the first time, and he got it. He got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle, a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, and also a duelist for taking down 2 tanks that damaged him, on top of a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. He got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in that game. Well, and basically he was taking on a Tortoise, a Jaegeru, a Patriot, and of course a T-54 all at the same time, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And his win rate from that battle was 5,546, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score and see exactly how much he did. Oh, look at that. It was the amount he recorded. 4,405 hit points of damage. He did do the highest damage in that game. The next high scorer being the Object 704 with 4,101. And after that, it was the Super Conqueror on the enemy team with 3,519. When it came to kills, there was 6 kills for Captain Ash Storm, 3 kills for the Object 430. They could have platooned and got a Brothers in Arms as well. And then there was 2 kills for the M40, M43, the Striv 1030, who also picked up a tank sniper, and the TVP T5051, who also got 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, it's Captain Ash Storm. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,369 base, 1,021 to the M40, M43, and they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base. He fired 17 rounds in that game, got 16 direct hits and 12 penetrations, damage of 4,405 hit points, all of it at close range. He received 16 hits from the enemy, 5 of them were penetrations, 9 non-penetrations, and 3 hits by way of splash damage as well. Damage blocked of 2,280 hit points. He spotted 7 enemy vehicles, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 6, did 4,854 hit points of damage assistance. So I think that's spotting assist, actually, because he was spotting a lot of the enemy and allowing his teammates to get shots at them. On a free play account, he earned... well, I think it's actually showing a free play, but it's actually a premium account. I'm pretty certain of this. I think there was a problem at this stage with the record site. It wasn't recording the figures in the right columns. He earned 59,849 credits, I think, from that game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables took away a loss, according to this, of 121,303 credits. I'm not quite sure those figures are correct. That would equal 90, yes, 24, that's the 121. So I don't think that this figure, this figure rather, has been deducted from that figure. So I think he actually did make a smaller loss, according to this, of 61,000. That sounds about right. He received 5 bonds, and it's showing 1,369 XP, and again there's that mistake down here below. So if there was no multipliers, he would have taken away 1,369 base XP as well. So, brilliant game. First ace on the 277. It shows he's really got some skill with it, because taking on that many heavy tanks and medium tanks and tank destroyers all at the same time and beating them shows that the 277 is a really good tank in the right hands. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.